One major challenge facing agricultural production in Nigeria is inadequate funding. To mitigate this, an agriculture non-government organization, Thrive-Agric, is set to empower 125,000 smallholder farmers with financial inclusion, access, and services. At a meeting with stakeholders in Abuja, they stated their mission to build the largest network of profitable farmers across Africa while ensuring food security on the continent. TVC News correspondent Abidat Lawal has more on the story.
The agricultural sector in developing countries like Nigeria is characterized by low productivity, driven partly by low use of modern agricultural technologies. Poor access to credit is seen as a key barrier to adoption of these technologies. Policy discourses are often associated with credit constraints by smallholders with supply-side factors such as inadequate access to sources of rural finance or high cost of borrowing.
In 2021,
These gathering of agri-fintechs that help digitize payment financing and support for the agricultural sector, connecting smallholder farmers to the formal financial economy, is positioning them for better access to finance, credit, digital services, and introducing them to the formal economy, which has numerous other benefits in the long run.
The goal for those cash in and cash out is not for the farmers to cash out. It is actually for the farmers to realize the possibility of cash out, and then realize that, okay, if someone says money is in my account, then actually means money is in my account. And so the idea is they cash out the first time, cash out the second time, and eventually realizing that they can trust the money is there and can now leave their money in their accounts, begin to build savings culture, and then in addition to even just unlocking financing for agriculture, can then begin to unlock financing for other things.
Our strategy of implementing this, we also feel strongly that we can't just implement program as program alone. There's a big other side of things that we have to address. We have an aging smallholder farmer population, and we've said that they account for most of our food production in country. They are aging, and our young ones are not interested or are not incentivized enough to want to take on agricultural endeavors.
Consequently, improving rural credit through policies that mitigate such supply-side constraint is often recommended as an effective strategy to boost technology adoption and agricultural productivity. Habida Lawal, TVC News, Abuja.
All right, Julie, what is this NGO trying to do? Setting up 125,000 small holders, farmers.
Yes, it's just to their own way of seeing how they can stimulate growth by assisting smallholder farmers to have access to credit, because frankly, agriculture is both capital intensive and highly physically challenging. And many people have simply given up agriculture because of lack of access to money to keep it going. You have to be patient for the results, to wait for the results to start coming, and then even the people you engage, a lot of them steal from you. You must bear that in mind. So many small holder farmers have simply stepped out of agriculture because, one, the encouragement from government is not there, and the encouragement from NGOs too is not there. But to see an NGO offer this kind of support, help them to access credit, which is important in keeping the business going, is very, very is of tremendous importance, and that is why you can see that more and more of our people at this time want to take to agriculture, but they need to be encouraged. It's not enough for government to say, oh, we are doing, we are encouraging, we want Nigerians to eat what they grow. We have to be practical in helping farmers. And we have to do our best to also get younger people to come into smallholder agri production, because look, the farming population is aging. The farming population, especially the smallholder farmers. We are not talking about big time farmers like all of them who have these integrated rice farms and all that. Those ones, they are big.
Established.
Yes, they are not smallholder farmers. The smallholder farmers, they are the ones who contribute the greatest to the GDP, because they are all over the country. Farming is the oldest profession in our country, and a lot of people are involved, but they need support. How do they access credit? How do they access fertilizer? How do they bring their produce into town in the face of bad roads and all that? So there is a lot of support that can be offered, and government needs to work with these NGOs, because government can't reach everywhere.
Yeah.
But with these NGOs, at least you are sure that you can reach the tremendous farming population.
I'm sure government will need the help of more of these collaborators, private sector participants, to help boost that sector.
You know, I feel more comfortable with this than the government-sponsored initiatives. And the reason is this: it gets directly to those who need the help.
And it's not susceptible to corruption.
You know, not political farmers.
They monitor it.
Yeah, you are dealing directly. So I think all of these interventions by government, we need to break them down and bring them to the local level. You know, Chief Afe Babalola,
Not like the Ankobra scheme.
yes, spoke on Friday in Agri-Fintech, where I also had what they call ABACs. Afe Babalola, that has to do with farming. That until government realizes that these people that they need to deal with, they are the grassroots, like this. They need to just be like funds going in different directions for people to pocket.
Yes.
But this one now, you will see the direct benefit. 125,000 for a group to monitor. It's easy. When we capture them in small batches like that, it's going to be more effective than just giving money to somebody who is likely going to marry more wives or just be junketing.
We even had some set of fake cooperatives just to access the
money. Yeah.
what do they call
Ankobra
money? They got the money.
And they are gone.
Use it for politics.
Nowhere to be found now.
And that's why CBN is looking for the money.
Yes.
Because he can't even get hold of those. Well, where is even the farm? Perhaps if the thing is actually
Within the system, some people
to a
mobilize
farm.
them and give them information how they can bypass
Even nicer,
the system.
which is also an agency
CBN.
under CBN. There's a lot of corruption about it. The people need that credit
They are
to
there.
boost boost agriculture. They don't have access to the money.
We'll take this break. When we come back, we'll be back.